Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial. This one is about rain physics and how to basically start off as simple as it gets. And this is me basically trying to get across this information to you as simple as possible. Now, I did a vote recently to see what you guys wanted to see in the next video, and as you can see, it's raindrop tutorial, so here it is. Right, so we're going to start off with a fresh blender here. Just going to get rid of these. Is this thing on? Yep, it's all good. Right, we're going to add a mesh and a plane. So we're not just going to add one. We're going to duplicate that. Shift D, GZ, up. And then just get your camera into place. I like it around here. Don't know why. Don't ask questions. Before we start, we're going to set the end of the slide here to 600, which is its maximum player speed, I think. Yeah, I believe you can edit that in preferences and all that jazz, but I'll work on that at a later date. Alright, so the first things first, you're going to click the bottom plane here. You're going to go into modifiers, add modifier, and you're going to add a subdivision surface. It's going to look like a 50 pence piece. So we're going to click simple, which basically it retains its previous form. Now we're going to left click and drag down on both of these, so you can change them both at the same time. Now one will be selected, not both, but however we're going to add the level viewport and render both to 6, and then just click anywhere to submit that. Right, so we've got our first step set up. It's basically ready to go. That's been subdivided because this is the only thing that's going to be showing any form of physics. Right now we're not going to bother editing the raindrops to make them look like proper raindrops, like you can add glass effects and actually shape them into a raindrop or whatever shape you desire, to be honest. Right, so we're going to start adding the formulas now. So on the bottom one, we're going to click physics. The bottom one's going to receive a dynamic paint, and it's going to be canvas. So we're going to click add canvas under settings. So if your page looks like that, you just click settings and it will reveal all of this. Where it says surface and surface type, we're going to click this drop down menu and go to waves. Now you're going to see why that's set to waves in a minute. I mean, when I first started learning how to do it, I was like, I don't want waves, I want puddles, but bear with me on this one. So we're now going to click the top one, which you can name to something easy like rain emitter. And then surface. So we're going to do the same with this one, dynamic paint. Now we're going to do the type as brush. I'm going to click add brush, and then where it says source, we're going to add particle system. Now when you click particle systems, there's going to be no option. So now here's where we go into particles, and we're just going to click add particle system slot, which is its default one. So now we're pretty much ready to go. We're going to press play. As you can see, nothing is happening. You're just seeing a load of balls. So now we're going to go back in the physics tab. And no, we're not. We're going to go in this one. And we're going to go back to sources. And then now we can select the particle system. Now let's play. Make sure it's all the way backwards, right? As you can see, it looks absolutely diabolical. So how do we fix this, you might ask? Right, so first of all, we're going to select the surface. And we're going to right click and shade smooth. And before we press play again, what we're going to do is we're going to navigate to the particles and edit the number to 100, because that's just too much. And now we press play. And you've got some nice little drops going in there. And this is what I mean by the waves. That's what it's causing. So if we just dial that back a bit. Right now, we can go in this viewport. And we'll go to the materials tab, press new, and then under surface, we're going to select glass BSDF. And we're going to scale the roughness to it. Let's do it all the way down to 0. So again, it looks like a piece of glass. And what you can do is add some blue or green, whatever you want. Add a hint of blue there. And let's just make this a tad bit bigger. Move this up here. And now, see, I think that looks pretty good. For something so simple, it actually looks really nice. And obviously you can do a lot more. Like I said, you can, let me just get a drop here. You can edit these. I mean, right now you can't click them because they're just basically a particle that's emitting. But you can, I believe in the particle section, there's somewhere here, I think it's textures, yeah. You can basically design your own texture. So if you wanted a cube instead of a sphere, you can have cubes falling out the sky. Or like I said, you can actually make raindrops. So that would probably be like an icosphere. Let's just bring that over here. Probably put it into edit mode. Let's put on proportional editing. And then you would make that and then shade it smooth. And then it doesn't matter what size it is right now, but then you would add that to the textures, and then these spheres would become this, what you have created here. So it will basically mimic whatever you've made. And these look a lot better because then you can make these into glass. Let's do a glass emitter. There we go. So seeing that fall out the sky, so making it very small, would look pretty cool. And obviously you can add a bit more colour to it if you want. But we will be doing that in the next tutorial, purely because I don't actually remember how to do it. And then obviously you can add more subdivisions to that, so it's less, you can see all the little lines here. You can see it's not like perfectly rounded off like a droplet would be. But yeah, this is the rain tutorial. As I said, it looks pretty pleasing once you're done. We're not going to go into rendered mode yet, because it doesn't look great. And that's just something else I need to work on, like the FPS changes and everything, and graphical details. But yeah, I hope this has helped. I'm going to be putting up another poll to see what you guys would like to see next. I am going to follow this video up either today or tomorrow with how to design the particles as those raindrops as I showed you right here. Because they look a lot better than spheres, like I said. I mean, you can make it look wet. So, I mean, it looks a bit damp at the moment, but it does also look like a perfectly made bit of glass that you'd have hanging from the ceiling or something, you know. But yeah, before I ramble on more, I hope this has helped, and let me know what you think. Cheers for watching.